Welcome to Together Apart, our attempt to be together from at least 6 feet apart. My name is Ross and I'm the host for this morning, and we're so glad that you joined us, and we hope that you found these videos to be encouraging and uplifting and also slightly humorous and also pushing you to be a little creative and stay active. So thanks for being here this morning. We've got an amazing show today where we get to hear from the Slade family as they jump in and take on our Quarantine Pantry Baking Challenge. So let's see how successful they are doing that. And then later in the show, we're going to hear from Taffy Pippin, our Connections Coordinator. So before we get going any further, let's jump right in and let's see what the Slades came up with in their baking challenge.
Excited to be cooking for y'all today. We want to share one of our favorite recipes. If any of you have ever heard about Radish Box, it's a kid's subscription cooking box, and every month there's a themed box, and it includes 3 recipes and a cooking utensil with bright, colorful pictures of ingredients and instructions. And one of our favorites is the Nordic cinnamon bun. So that's what we'll be making today.
Measure out flour, sugar, yeast, and salt into a large bowl.
So a cup and a half of flour. Okay, we have a tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and then 1 packet of instant yeast. Okay, so now after we mix all the dry ingredients, we're going to add in half a cup of warm milk and a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. All right, stir that until it all comes together. You're just going to stir that dough until it all comes together. Another thing we like about the Radish Box is on that little trifold, it will also teach a new culinary skill. So the culinary skill for this recipe is kneading dough. So in just a moment we'll dump that out onto a cutting board and knead it and then roll it out. Okay, so now you're going to put the dough out on floured cutting board. We do it on this piece of parchment paper because that's about the size that we're going to roll the dough out. It's 20 inches by 8 inches. And so we're just going to knead the dough for about 5 to 7 minutes until it turns elastic. All right, Isaac, you want to take a turn? All right, Isaac's turn. Okay, so we kneaded the dough for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to roll it out. So we want it to be about 8 inches by 20 inches. So I just measured out my parchment paper to be about that size so that I don't have to keep measuring constantly. Okay, so we rolled the dough out to 8 inches by 20 inches, and now we're just going to cover it in 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And the kids love this part. Just paint the butter on all the way to the edges.
Just all the way to the edges.
All the way to the edges.
Until you cover the whole thing up.
Right. Okay, and once it's spread all the way to the edges, then we're going to mix 2/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. All right, let's go. Sprinkle it on all the way to the edges.
I love brown sugar. And now we're gonna fold this in half and cut it into 8 strips.
So another reason we like to use the parchment paper is because then we can just take one end of the paper and fold it. So you're going to fold it long ways. So now we have a square of dough, 8 inches, but 8 inches square, give or take a little bit. 8 by 10. Okay. And then we're going to take a pizza cutter and we're going to cut from the folded edge. So we're going to turn it, we just folded it. So we folded it in half and then we're going from the fold. We're going to use a pizza cutter and go right up 8 strips. Go ahead and cut them all. Just go straight up and we'll fix it if some stick together.
Kind of curved.
So now that you have 8 even strips, you're going to take each one and twist it. And then you're going to like shape it into a knot. And then put it on a baking sheet. So twist. Tuck. They're going to seem like they kind of fall apart. That's okay. Twist, cross, and tuck.
Okay, so you just put them on a baking pan with parchment over it and space them out evenly and put them in a warm place to rise for an hour. Alright, now we're going to set the oven for 15 minutes. Hot dog.
Oh,
It's gonna be so hot.
I'll help you. You got it? There you go. All right, so 350-degree oven for 16 to 18 minutes. I find they can be ready about 15.
I did it, Daddy! Without it.
So they just came out of the oven. They're nice and golden brown. It took about 16 minutes. Expect that the sugar will come out around the edges, so you'll see sticky sugar on it. We're just going to move them to a platter, and then we're going to sprinkle them with powdered sugar. And they are best right out of the oven. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part.
Eating. Did somebody touch that one?
No. Only you.
Well, you touched that one. Why not? Thanks for watching. We miss you all.
You know, If there's one thing I've learned from my inaugural appearance on Quarantine Pantry is that I am a terrible baker. So thanks to Katie and Stefan, Anna, and Isaac for putting that together for us. And great job, guys. We appreciate y'all doing that. And for those of you at home, try this. Film yourself. Go try some creative recipe and film yourself doing it and submit it to us using the link in the description below in the video, because we want to see what you guys are doing. Next up, I'm so excited that I got to have this conversation with Taffy Pippin. I miss serving with her and her energy. And for those of you who don't know Taffy, she is just an incredible person that we have on staff at our church. So take a listen in to see how she's serving in this time and what God is teaching her and what she's learning as she's staying at home and doing ministry from home. Well, hey there, guys. As you can tell, I am with Taffy Pippin, our connections/hospitality extraordinaire, one of my favorite people that I get to work with at church. And I really miss getting to hang out with her. And so I'm just excited to have this conversation. So Taffy, thanks for being on this morning. And we're just going to jump right in. And I'm just going to ask you what I've been asking everybody around the church these days is, what does ministry look like for you when we can't be together?
Well, so it is way different because I don't get to see my people. I don't get to hug my people. I miss my people. So, and I'm more hands-on. So it's really different, but I have been able to call people, send notes, that type of thing. And that has afforded me having longer conversations than I normally would have had on Sunday morning. But God, I can't wait to get back because I miss y'all so bad.
I know, it's so crazy right now being in an empty church, like looking out my back window on church on Sunday and there's no cars in the parking lot. It's so different, and I'm with you. I just can't wait to be back. But one of the things that we've been thinking through as a staff, for those of you who are watching the show, and we're talking through this as a staff, is what is God teaching us about ministry? So Taffy, I want to ask that question for you and just ask, what is God teaching you in this time that you can share with us that we can learn from?
Well, I will say that, there are Sunday mornings, and I'm sure some of y'all have that too. You wake up and you go, oh, I want to sleep in just a little longer, that type of thing. But of course, I get to church, I'm always blessed by it. But the thing that the Lord's really revealed to me is fellowship and how much it means to me and how much I miss it. I miss holding the door for the folks coming in the morning. I miss seeing the early risers that are in the cafe having donuts and just joking with each other, loving on each other. I miss hearing the children's ministry from the zone singing. It's just so beautiful. I miss seeing everybody as they minister to each other, like out in the lobby. I mean, I miss everybody and the traditional folks. I just love them, and I love holding the door for them as they leave every Sunday. They're talking about where they're going to go eat, and they're just rich with laughter and love. And, it's just fellowship I've always known is so important, but not having it has made me realize that there's this great big servant of love that I'm missing every week. And I cannot wait to get back and here's a big hug for everybody. I miss y'all. But I will tell you one other thing, it has made me appreciate my family more too, in the sense that I do like that we're, able to watch church from the den and pet the dog's head and drink some coffee and eat a little bit. But Clayton was the person who would always go to the grocery store. He's like our grocery store guy. And, he's kind of in that danger area. So he doesn't get to do that anymore. So I'm doing it. I'm going, dang, I got the best husband and son in the world. They do so much, So there's just a lot of things that, even though obviously, so bad, it has made me just realize how blessed I am. And I cannot wait to get back and see you guys. I miss you.
I love your energy. I miss being able to serve alongside you on Sunday mornings because that energy, and thanks for sharing how you are really leaning into this time. And, that's something I'm with you. I don't think we realize how much we miss fellowship until we don't have it. And
yes.
So thanks for sharing that, Taffy. It's been a great conversation to have. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this conversation with Taffy and the amazing work that she does. We're so blessed to have her on our team, and we're just going to send it back to the show.
Thank you, Ross. I love y'all.
You know, there's a consistent theme that keeps coming up with these interviews, and it's that we miss being in community. We miss this fellowship, and I know that all of us are feeling that. And so, once again, this is just your weekly reminder to lean into community. Whatever community you can find in this time, lean into it, whether that's with your family or whether that's with your friends virtually. However it is, lean into that, because God does not want you to live life isolated. So lean into that and see what relationships God can build in this time. Well, thanks again for joining us. As always, like this video, share it to other people, and help us spread this encouraging word to those around us, and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of cool things that we get to do on here, and we want to show what our church is doing in this time. So please like and subscribe, and submit the content of you trying your baking challenges so that we can see what you guys are doing. So as always, keep those hands clean, River Region, and we'll see you later on this week.